Hi folks, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another vlog. We are here in Maui for 24 hours and just a quick disclaimer before I'm about to do this vlog. I've already been up this morning and I was already out, had my fair share of some sunshine, and now I'm back here in the room just gonna have brunch pretty much. And I came up with this idea of doing the flight attendant tag video. Nobody actually tagged me per se, but I found 10 questions that I would like to answer for fun, but also as I am about to have my brunch, that would be a nice kind of mukbang vlog, if anything. I haven't done a mukbang vlog actually, so I'm kind of excited. I bought some poke bowl, and normally I do the spicy salmon. That's kind of like my go-to, my favorite, but they don't have one, so I'm doing the spicy ahi. There you go. Again, I did find about 10 questions and it's the flight attendant tag. So before anything though, before we start the video, I want to really just give this one a quick try. Oh, man, it's so good. That is so good. Wow, really good. I prefer it spicy, so this is perfect for me. Shall we do the video? Here we go. Flight attendant tag. Question number 1. Where are you based? I don't know if you've seen my other videos or this is the first video that you'll be watching, but I am a flight attendant based out of Vancouver, BC, Canada. I love our base, by the way. Yeah. Question number 2, what is your favorite layover city and why? I think I've said this to other FAs before and I think I'll say it again. My favorite layover city would be Orlando, Florida. And for the reason being that I am such a theme park junkie. You know that I love Disney World so much. If you've been following my vlogs from years back, you know I always love anything Disney parks per se. So I just love Orlando. It's a warm city, just like Hawaii, but also I like to be able to be in the city, and I'm more of I walk around a lot. I'm not so much a chill person where I just sit by the beach and just lay there for hours and hours. I'm not that type of a person. I like walking and I like exploring the city more, so for that reason I like Orlando. You get the warm weather, but also you get all the theme parks that I love so much, and you know I love Orlando, Florida, so I would say that's my favorite layover city. Question 3, how long have you been a flight attendant? So as I'm filming this video, it is 2023, it's November 2023, and I'm approaching my 4th year in January 2024. Where did the time go? I can't even imagine it's been 4 years. I mean, there was the pandemic, but still, if you count that, it's been 4 years since I did my initial training. Wow. Before we answer question 4, let's go ahead and have another bite of this. I'm sorry if you're not a fan of ASMR chewing sounds, but yeah, I have to do it. Okay, question 4. What is your biggest pet peeve as an FA? Ooh, what a question. There's quite a bit of pet peeves. As you know, if you're a flight attendant watching this video, you know that we have a lot of pet peeves on board. If I were to choose a pet peeve, I think one would be passengers' legs or feet or whatever being out in the aisle. I do get it that it's a really tight, confined space, but you know that the aisle is there for people to walk by, and if your legs are just out there in the open every single time and people are tripping, and especially for the flight attendants who do service and we're pulling carts back and forth, I hate it. I hate it. Also, I do not appreciate if passengers touch me or tap me or anything of that regard. If they want to get my attention, please just say excuse me. Do not touch me, do not tap, or do not, I just do not want you touching me, period. Number 5, what's your favorite thing about being a flight attendant? Aside from the fact that we get to travel, one of my favorite things about being a flight attendant would be the flexibility of our schedule. As mentioned, if you've watched my previous sit-down vlogs where I explain the scheduling system and stuff like that, our job is not a 9-to-5 job where you're doing it constantly from Monday to Friday and stuff like that. It changes, and there's never a dull moment. It's very flexible. We can even have vacation on our days off alone. So that's something that I really appreciate. And I don't think you can have another job in which you get that much flexibility in your schedule. Also, I do love working with the people. You don't really get to work with the same people over and over again. That could be a pro and that could be a con. It's amazing if you work with such great crew, but at the same time it's kind of sad when the pairing is over and you don't get to see each other, or you don't get to really have that same crew for years on, or never actually. But it's also good when you don't get to see the people you don't normally get to work well with, if anything. So it keeps changing, but for the most part, the people, the crew are always amazing, and that's one of my favorite things about going to work. You get to meet different people. 99% of the time are so nice, and yeah, I've never really encountered working with someone who I really absolutely hate. Maybe one, maybe two, but that's for another time. Question 6, what did you do before becoming a flight attendant? If we're talking about work, I was a barista for about 8 years, but also I was a student back then. I love making coffees. I love my coffee. I love coffee. I cannot live without coffee, and I think that was the right thing for me to do. And being in the food and beverage industry, I just love that time of my life as well. This isn't going to be a mukbang if I don't keep eating, right? Sorry guys if I don't look posh eating. Okay, I'm hungry. Question 7, what made you decide to be a flight attendant? Again, if you've seen my cabin crew journey vlog, you know the backstory of why I've wanted to become a flight attendant. Basically, long story short, this has always been a dream of mine growing up in the Philippines, and I never thought I'd become one because, as you all know, Asian airlines tend to be so strict, or much strict, with regards to the qualifications of becoming a flight attendant. So I never thought about actually pursuing that dream, but I guess if everything falls into place and if it's meant to be, you're eventually gonna get it. Obviously, you gotta do the work as well, but if you put your heart into it, and again, as Walt Disney would say, if you can dream it, you can do it. Yeah, this is a dream come true for me. I've always said that it's a dream job, and I'm still happy 4 years in. It's not perfect, but at the end of the day, I'm still living the dream, doing something that I really love. Okay, question 8, what is one thing you must have on a layover? I would say my camera, because I vlog and I want to be able to capture memories that I look back from time to time. So camera is a must for me. I know people would probably say swimsuit or anything like that. I honestly, a trivia for you, I do not take a swimsuit with me. Or I've done it before, but I've never used it. And again, because I'm more of an explorer, not so much going for a dip and stuff. And I also kind of hate packing damp clothes, so I can't. Anyway, to each his own. Question 9. What is the most challenging thing about being a flight attendant? Again, this is I guess a subjective question because every flight attendant will have a different stress level or a different way of handling things. I personally would say that the most challenging thing of becoming a flight attendant for me would not be the medicals on board, will not be the emergency evacuation or the training that we did. Also, dealing with passengers per se is not a challenging part. It only gets challenging for me personally when things escalate and when things get out of control and when you're trying to not argue but you're trying to do your job and a passenger is not letting you do it, if that makes any sense. So if, for example, if they're not following a certain rule, or if they get unruly, or they just want to be right all the time, and you also still want to be respectful towards the passenger but also stand your ground and be firm and do your job pretty much, and sometimes it's not that easy. Yeah, I think that's one of the most challenging things for me, is just when passengers make it hard for you to do your job, which is just following SOPs and stuff like that. And last question here, you guys. What advice do you have for a new flight attendant? This is a good question. I think I've answered this one on my cabin crew journey as well. But if I were to give an advice to a new flight attendant, so this is someone who already graduated and who's already online and really being out there, I probably have a couple, maybe 3. So number 1 is never be complacent. I say that because sometimes when you get used to the routine at any job, actually, you tend to be complacent. You might be skipping steps or taking shortcuts and not doing things properly. But with this type of job, there's no room for error, so never be complacent. Just always follow SOPs. Also be adaptable and be ready for changes, because this industry changes a lot. So you should be able to adapt to it easily. And as what I always say, have fun. This job is something that a lot of people want, and for you to be able to wear the uniform proudly, that means you did all the hard work to be able to be in that position. So have fun and just enjoy life, and never take things too personally. If it's for the stuff that happens at work stays at work. Once you go home, forget about it, because life is too short. Just have fun. And I think that's it, guys. I've answered 10 questions truthfully and honestly, and I haven't even finished half of my poke bowl. I just kept talking. Thank you guys so much for watching and for accompanying me on another sit-down vlog. I actually really like the sit-down vlogs, honestly, because it's so chill and you actually really get to talk in front of the camera and share some experiences and stuff like that, and I really do enjoy this. Folks, again, if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and turn on the notification bell so you'll get an update as soon as I have uploaded a video. I will finish my poke bowl here and then I'll have a chill day. Gonna read a book and just enjoy some sunshine. I will see you guys on my next vlog. Have a good day!